Hello, and welcome to Communications 231, Public Speaking. I'm going to be your instructor this semester, and my name is Beth Morris. A little bit about me is that I've been teaching communications and humanities courses at the community college since 2007. And this is something that I really enjoy doing. I love the makeup of our classes, and I hope and try to make this an engaging course. I have completed a master's degree and several graduate certificates online. So I know the good and the bad, the fun and the boring pieces to online education. And we want to make sure that this course incorporates a lot of different learning opportunities for everyone because not everyone learns by reading. And some of us learn by hands-on and actually presenting presentations. So that's what we'll be working on this semester. My career has spanned a lot of different areas in the media. I graduated with a mass comm degree early on and was working in the media, so I've worked in radio, television, and newsprint, and also as a public information officer, PR person, and director of marketing. So I have a lot of different experiences in the communication realm and hope to share some of those with you, and also hope you will share some information and some experiences you've had with me as we move forward this semester. I also practice public speaking as well. I take opportunities in my job. I do have to speak to different groups of all different sizes and all different types of people. And also, I am a member of Toastmasters International. So that is an international, basically public speaking club, and we do different types of presentations throughout the year, from impromptu to scheduled to having public speaking contests. So it's a really interesting group to be in, and it keeps me on my toes as well. I really want to make sure that this is an engaging and active learning experience for you this semester. That's my goal. I really appreciate hearing from you during the semester. And so if you have any questions, any suggestions, please do not hesitate to reach out. Let's talk a little bit about Communications 231 and the learning objectives for this course. This course is going to help you learn how to prepare and deliver a well-organized and thoughtful speech. And part of the ways that we're going to be doing that is learning how to select speech topics that are appropriate for the type of presentation that you'll be giving, and also audience focused and thinking about who is in our audience during this class. Also, we're going to learn how you need to prepare for speeches because it's not something that you just flip on the camera and start talking. These presentations should be prepared, they should be researched, well written, and they should have a introduction, a thesis statement, the main points that are clearly developed, and also a clear conclusion. So there are pieces to each of these presentations that the audience is going to be looking for during the semester. We're also going to talk about, how do we make sure that we're giving appropriate presentations? How are we being ethical in our presentations? And also making sure that we are giving credit where credit is due and citing our sources during our verbal delivery. So we'll talk about making sure that we're giving those citations as we deliver those speeches. We're also going to learn how to organize and outline a speech because that is so important. That makes sure that you visually can see on a page that you do have that thesis statement. You have that clear introduction. Those main points are there with the subpoints to back it up. And also you have a conclusion that tells your audience you're done with your presentation. And we're not just all standing there in silence waiting for you to thinking, are you finished yet or not? So it's really important to see that on the page. So yes, outlines are going to be very important this semester and how you build those outlines. Delivering speeches, have the verbal part where we're talking to each other, but there's also a nonverbal, and you'll see me using my hands a little bit as I'm talking. So those are nonverbal gestures. Those are not as obvious sometimes when we're doing this online, but there are other ways that you can make sure that your nonverbal communication means that you're excited to be there, that you want to share your content, that you want to engage your audience, and that's by looking at the screen. And I know it's weird to think of your camera as an audience, but that is where they're connecting with you through. So making sure that we make eye contact with the screen, that we're not just reading our stuff on a paper or on our phone, because then you sound very robotic. And so we want to make these conversational. We want to have some energy in your presentations. And that's some things that we'll work on this semester as well. So, and use those wonderful, vivid words and utilize your language. Be creative when you're building the content for these presentations. We want to make sure they're interesting. Presentations are also a form of storytelling. So, think of it that way. You're telling us a story about your topic. And also, we're going to be utilizing presentation slides. We will get into how to create a good slide, make it very easy to read for your audience members, make it very clear and clean. So there's not a lot of stuff going on the screen. Because it's really important that the presentation slides support what you are saying, they are not what you are saying. So this is not something where we want to get in the habit of reading presentation slides word for word. We want to make sure that we're utilizing that to support our content, not to use it as our notes. And also, it's really important that this class helps you gain a little bit of confidence in your communication skills as well as your public speaking skills. I say public speaking is not always being on stage in front of thousands of people. It could be leading a team at work, it could be leading a team at a community organization, leading a sports team. So it's very impactful on how you get the communication out and making sure your message is clearly articulated to your audience, no matter what the size. And that's really an important piece to that. And practice. Practice really helps you grow your confidence. So make sure you do that as a gift to yourself. Practice your presentations. Also, we're going to learn that it's not always scary when you're public speaking, because sometimes if you're passionate about, if you're excited about the topic that you're speaking on, it makes it a little bit more fun and enjoyable because you're getting to share something from you to other people, and that is a nice experience. And so hopefully that will come through as you get to pick and choose your topics this semester. Also, it's good to make sure that we connect with our audience. So, in the first part of the semester, we'll be working with small groups, kind of getting to see who's in our class, what the makeup of our class is. So, pay attention to who's in your class. What might they be interested in that you could share with them? And so, being able to connect with our audience with a good topic, with an interesting topic, is really important, and we'll practice that as well.